Is that a script? Are you
Yes.
using a script now?
Yes. The teleprompter is broken.
The teleprompter. The teleprompter we don't have.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's broken.
Ah, okay. Hello.
Hi, everybody.
In case anybody randomly showed up, I'm Kayla Lords.
And I'm John Brownstone.
We're loving BDSM, and this is our monthly hangout, virtual munch. I don't know what to call it. We're here. Hi. I'm going to say hi to folks. Hi, Maddie. Hi, Silent Wing. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Amber L. Hi, Rara. Hi, Eric. Hi, Mr. Spock. Hello, hello, hello. We're here.
Evening. Hope everyone's doing well on this Friday.
I know.
Weekends.
Well, see, the whole week's been a weekend for me.
Well, true.
So I don't really have a sense of time or any concept of time. And I'm dark on the screen because you did a thing with the screen, right?
I did a thing with the screen to try and help alleviate the glare off of the glasses.
Yes, you tell me that every time. All I think is, wow, we look really dark. Hi, Faye.
And it does look dark there, so now I'm curious. Hang on, I'm going to grab my iPad. I need to know for sure.
See, now it's got you paranoid too.
Yeah.
No, something I had nibbled on something that I did not want to eat with the microphone 6 inches away from my face, so I ate it in the kitchen real quick. Hi, Dustin. Hi, X. So, drinking my diet knockoff Sprite, store brand Sprite with no caffeine, but all the bubbles and the sweet taste.
I'm drinking water with Propel.
Because you are a better human being than I am. And I had 4 cracklins, which is not the actual official word, but I can't say the official
word.
word.
I got an ad.
Oh, that doesn't mean anything anymore.
No?
YouTube changed its terms and service. Now, technically, we are currently monetized until I drop an F-bomb. Y'all know how this works here. But they have stated that even if your content is not monetized according to their system, they can and will still put ads in front of it. And they'll make the money.
Oh.
Yes. Yes.
See, no, we're not dark.
Okay, good. I have a skin tone.
And there's no glare on my glasses.
Your brand new glasses.
Yes.
That you just picked up yesterday.
Yep. I can see again.
So, hi, Aria. Hi, Jay. Yes, time is an herb. You're right. Hi, Liz. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Sassy Vanessa. Hi, Sharon. So, okay. Yeah, we're...
Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, Eric, I'm learning how to not do it in the first 30 seconds of anything YouTube. After that, all bets are off, I think. So, this is the hangout where we don't talk about anything in particular. Past subjects have included superheroes, always food, the weather,
drinking,
more food, pie versus cake. There's no winner there. They're
TV.
both delicious. TV, yeah.
So it's a little of this, a little of that.
Yeah. What have we got? Lola thinks it's bedtime already. She's already in her crate.
Yeah.
Door's open. We haven't shut her in there.
She just
where she went.
When she's ready she's really good about that. When she's ready for bed, she just crawls into her crate on her own.
She lets us know when she's ready for bed.
Yeah.
But she's not above staying on the love seat as long as possible.
Right. That's true. Yeah. That's true.
I mean, for her, that's probably the comfiest seat in the house. Not for me. I always feel like I'm crunched up like a pretzel on it.
Yeah. It's a good reading chair. But,
that's right. Selling hair. We talk about hair, too. So, the cats, Onyx and Ella. Oh, you missed it. They were not playing together, but they were willing to be in the room and share the feather on the stick.
Oh, goodness.
And Onyx watched Ella play with it and did not attack, did not hiss, did not get mad. Might be because she knows it's Ella's and she stole it from the 15-year-old's
Well, she stole
bedroom.
it, yeah.
And so maybe that's it. But when Ella got bored with it and walked away, then she pounced on it. but she tolerated Ella playing in our bedroom with Ella's toy.
Well,
that Onyx stole.
I am convinced Onyx is part borrower. We find various things in our bedroom that she has collected. This morning.
Yeah, this morning, because...
I woke up and I saw something on the floor just inside the bedroom door.
And just in general with cats, that doesn't fill me with comfort, especially when I can't see and it's all blurry.
And it was the same thing with me. I didn't have my glasses on yet. The room was still dark. And I saw this thing on the floor, and my initial thought was, oh my gosh, somebody had a massive hairball.
Oh, that wasn't even what I thought, which, if it had been a massive hairball, guess who would have had to get out of the bed to clean it up? We negotiated this.
Yep.
I clean up vomit. He'll clean up anything else, but I clean up vomit.
So I turn on the light. She had gone into the 15-year-old's room during the night, and he has one of those feather on a stick for his cat.
Mm-hmm.
She stole it and dragged it to our room. Now we have a
it's like a gate.
Baby gate.
Well, it's a fancy baby gate
on our bedroom door to keep Lola out. And she got the feather through the gate.
Mm-hmm. But couldn't
get the stick through the gate. It was hilarious. We have found, we use a lot of reusable straws for our drinks. We have found those.
Oh, yes. And this is a side note, because we're talking about cakes and pies, and in the chat, sometimes you have both, yes. That's a side story. But the part I want to get to is we went to a bakery that does gluten-free, vegan, and keto, paleo kind of baked goods. And that's OMG. And we had what I would describe as both a cake and a pie combo, and it was fucking delicious. But while there, I got some chocolate chip cookies, keto chocolate chip cookies, so made with almond flour mostly, because it was like, oh, I want to taste what this baker's taste like.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they were in a little plastic wrap, and I had eaten 2 of the 4 the day we got them, and then put the other 2 in the plastic wrap on the counter, not thinking about the fact that Onyx likes to jump on the kitchen counters. And you were the one that told me the next morning that they had been batted around the kitchen floor all night.
Yes.
So
Luckily, the wrapper they were in was very tough, and they didn't.
They didn't survive the battle. So I'm glad I got 2 of those. But yes, this bakery, the woman who owns it, is what I gathered. She didn't really say, but she spoke of it like it was hers. She was like, this is my keto peanut butter cake. And the top layer was what you would imagine a peanut butter pie to have. It had obviously cream cheese and peanut butter. And it was delicious. But the bottom layer, instead of being the pie, if it had been a pie, it would have been a really thin kind of crust. This was a really thick, cakey crust. And it was delicious. We split a piece. Oh my God, it was so good. I would classify that as both a pie and a cake at the same time.
Either way, it was delicious.
Oh my gosh! And
it was absolutely delicious.
And apparently, every week she has like a rotation of keto cakes, and every week it's a different one. And so we're gonna have to go back every week, I guess, because I gotta try all these cakes. And she makes fat bombs, and she makes dinners, and she makes bagels, and then of course there's just the gluten-free stuff that people need, and then there's the vegan-friendly stuff that people want. And OMG! And we just happened to find this little bakery tucked back in a little plaza that never paid any attention to.
So anyway, I haven't said hello, everyone. Welcome, and thank you for the love on the new glasses. It's amazing to be able to see again.
I know, and it's not because your prescription changed.
No, my prescription did not change. It's just the lenses.
They were in such poor shape.
Suffered from all the heat, being out in the heat and the sweat and.
Yeah, the coating that you had been sold on when you got those glasses, several $100 glasses, had just started to chip and melt off, and you could just see streaks, and you'd think, oh, let me clean the streaks off the glasses. No, it was where the coatings were coming off. It was awful.
Yep.
So
we're kind of back on our food.
Yeah,
kick.
Low carb / keto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So kind of hinted about it a little bit
Yeah, a little bit.
in last week's during the
Bonus section?
bonus section.
Yeah.
And
Actually, I think we hinted more about it at the episode prior to when we were
Prior
talking
to.
about our goals and we were getting back on track.
Yeah.
And we have been.
Yep. So my doctor's appointment was kind of less than stellar.
Yeah, I complained
Well,
about that doctor in the bonus
yeah.
section, I think.
Um,
Still don't like that doctor.
My blood work showed a few things out of line.
But not dangerously.
Not dangerously, but out of line enough to kind of
Sure.
go,
So you need
hey.
to do something about it.
And the doctor immediately wanted to put me on some rather what I consider serious medication.
Oh, yeah. I think a statin is a serious medication.
Yeah. And when he handed me the sheet on it, and I looked at it, it didn't say possible side effects. It said these are the side effects.
Sure.
And I was just like, oh no, no. And told him I didn't want it.
And now it's noted in your chart that you went against medical advice.
Yeah,
Medical recommendation?
recommendation.
Doctor's recommendation. Something
Yeah.
like that. So, I don't know.
And yeah, I spent the past year not being kind to myself in eating.
You ate your feelings.
Yeah,
We both did.
and
what it
I got myself back on my diet, and I've started walking. I'm doing about 2 miles a night.
Yeah, you have done it at least one night when I couldn't go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like super serious.
Yep.
Your diet's been, the way you've been eating is you're not drinking a venti mocha a day, which, y'all, that was legit what was happening. At peak eating and drinking our feelings, you were having a venti mocha, not always from Starbucks, you weren't but Dunkin' is just as sugary.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just have to,
So yeah,
moderation.
I've cut back on all my carbs again.
Not cut them out completely.
Not
though.
cut them out completely, but cut them back enough. Cut the sugar way back. I even drinking my coffee black now.
That was probably the most shocking
That was
thing
a
to
shock
me.
for her.
I mean, I convinced you to try the MCT oil.
Yes.
And then we both
Yes.
like. There's something to like. It doesn't have a flavor, but it doesn't upset us. Like it doesn't make us sick. So we're both happy with it. And
Yeah.
then there you are drinking a black coffee with MCT oil. And I'm like, who is this person? I have been able to do coffee and tea without sweetener, but I can't do it. I mean, I can do tea black. That's easy, but I can't do coffee black yet. Just can't do it.
So I can say that my sugar is good.
Do you mean your blood sugar?
Yeah.
Because we check that periodically.
Right.
But we also are taking a supplement that is supposedly supposed to help your blood sugar, and apparently it does.
Yeah.
So it's not anything. We're not doctors. We're not recommending shit for anybody else. But we're taking berberine, and yeah, my fasting blood sugar, if the glucometer or whatever it's called, is accurate, which we think it is. It's a well-known brand. Is way down from what it was. So that seems good.
So it seems good. So
Yeah, your thing was like just your overall health, and my thing was my blood pressure. Like second doctor who's like, I really don't want to put you on blood pressure medicine. Could you please get this down?
right.
And I was like, So, we got a what am I trying to say? A
Sharon,
blood pressure cuff.
I hope everything goes okay with your caregiver friend.
Yeah, that's scary stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is the first week my blood pressure finally got back to normal. Y'all, I tested, and again, I still don't know, is the cuff accurate? Am I holding my body too tense? Trying to remember what they always tell you when they take your blood pressure at the doctor. They're always like, you've got to relax, unclench.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I try and do that for taking it at home, and last week it was like 150 over whatever, and I was like, I know that's high. And then I got down to 140 over whatever, and then I got down to 130. And this week, after a solid week of not working, I finally got it down to 123 over 90. I was like, oh, so the key to lowering my blood pressure is not working? I feel like that's not going to work out in the long term. I mean, it's kind of nice to feel almost relaxed, but
So, but yeah, I've been doing good. I've lost 4 pounds in the last 2 weeks.
I thought you'd lost more than that.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's right up there. I'm keeping.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, you were at exactly 4 pounds.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm happy with
Your
that.
clothes are fitting better.
Yeah.
You've got more energy.
Yes.
Those are the kind of markers I care about. Like, yeah, I'm watching the scale, but it's like, do my clothes fit better? Kinda. Am I sleeping better? Yes. That is because I actually cut out a lot of the caffeine that I was taking in.
Yeah, I'm down to only 2 cups of coffee a day.
I know. So
scary, isn't it?
Yeah, I try that. I do that. Maybe that's helping, but. Oh, and then I was like, I'm supposed to go see my brand new gynecologist in June, and they called today and like, we need to reschedule. The doctor's going to be in surgery that day. I was like, So that's pushed back to July. So all this medical stuff. My second mammogram that was more comprehensive than the standard mammogram, that was perfectly fine. Got that letter yesterday. They were like, we detect nothing other than what's supposed to be there. And I was like, oh, good, thanks. So that was nice. So yeah, we put off all kinds of like routine stuff for more than the pandemic. for 2 years. And so now we're just having to do it all at once. And then a year of eating our feelings. Like, some people responded to the plague by like looking outward and deciding they would like make themselves better in like productive, healthy ways. That's not what we did. We hibernated.
Right.
We did a whole episode on it.
Yep.
Yeah, and that we're not 20 anymore. We're gonna pay a price for that.
Right.
So, but yeah, we're doing all this medical stuff all at once. Oh, the 15-year-old got his first vaccine shot on, was that Monday? Tuesday? Monday? What are days? What day? Monday. God, it feels like it was just yesterday, but it wasn't. It was Monday. So his next shot is on June 8th, and then the 2 weeks after, he'll be nice and vaccinated. And we're just waiting for either under 12s to be approved or the 11-year-old to turn 12.
That was 4 pounds in 2 weeks, Eva, not 1 week.
Still easy. I did lose 4 pounds in a week. That was kind of cool. I never do that. I think a lot of it's water weight, though, so whatever. Like I said, I'm trying not to be bothered by the scale. We made an agreement that I would track that because I usually don't. And I said the moment it messes with my head, I'm not using the scale. I will just like use my pants as the marker. But so one kid's about to be vaccinated. The other kid we're waiting on.
Yep. And
the last news reports were like, under 12 might be able to be vaccinated as early as September, but the 11-year-old turns 12 in September. So at this moment, unless something changes, either way, we're waiting till September.
Right.
So he's an indoor cat. He doesn't want to go too many places anyway. What it's doing, though, is, we're still wearing a mask when we're out, even though, technically, I guess we don't have to. And we try to limit our indoor space stuff just in case. And then once everybody's vaccinated, I will happily wear a mask where somebody requires it, or if, in those spaces, if businesses or whatever still want you to wear a mask, I don't care. But I'll feel, I think, less concerned once everybody in my sphere is vaccinated. All the adults in our family are all vaccinated. We're just waiting on the kids. Yeah. And there's only 2 kids in the family, so just waiting. So, but... So, yeah. Siblings. Yeah, that's both a sucky side effect, but also, let's like get these kids shots in arms, people. I'm ready for it. The 15-year-old, he was so funny. I took him over to where So the health department had set it up at the mall, the local mall, and they had when we went a few months ago, it was this massive setup. Like they even had the ropes up like you see at Disney World.
But they did it so efficiently.
Very efficient. Like I want to know who their project manager was. Like those logistics, like whoever figured that out was fucking genius. But they've scaled way back now, and they're actually about to leave the mall. May 27th, I think, is their last day there. And then when you want your vaccine, you just go to the health department, which we happen to live really close to. So I take the 15-year-old, and I was like, I don't know what kind of crowd we're gonna get. Like I don't know. Well, we got there before they opened up to do it. They not only have they scaled way back in terms of like how their registration system goes, but like they were only open minimal hours that day. We happened to get there right before they started and got towards the front of the line. And the whole time he's like, I don't know why I'm nervous. He's like, I don't know if I really want a shot. I'm like, well, you don't have a choice, bucko. You're getting this damn shot. I said, but baby, you were fully vaccinated on all the other vaccines. You're not traumatized by that, right? And he's like, well, I don't even remember it. I'm like, exactly. This isn't much different. I was like, yeah, needles aren't fun, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm like, I'm bigging him up, whatever. We get in there. The person who's administering the shot is super nice and talking to him. And then I told him, I said, the trick I always have is I just don't watch the needle go and I look away. Well, he did. He looked at me to talk to me, and she was still talking to him. And in the middle of talking to him, she got him with the needle, and she went, okay, done. And he went, wait, what? And it was the classic, like, I had no idea what I thought this was. And then he went, why was I so weird about that? That was nothing. I went, I don't know. You could have just listened to your mother, but why would we do that?
Right.
Who does that? Who listens to their mom? I mean, what could I possibly know? So. So, yeah.
And then let's see, what else? Motorcycle is officially in the shop.
It's been in the shop.
Been in the shop, but it's being worked on now. Have an idea of what really is going on with it. Talk with the guy. He called me back after they looked at it.
Yeah.
And
a mechanic who's actually communicating with you.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And it's going to be a little while. It's got
Good.
some.
It's going to be several $100.
Yeah,
It needs to be a little while.
It's got a few things with it, but it's all in the process of being corrected. And when it comes back, I'll like to have an actual running bike.
I know.
And shocking, one of the things they said, for all the stuff that other guy did, well, we have to replace all the fuel lines.
Even though,
Yeah.
oh jeez.
Yeah,
that was and that was several $100 too.
Yep.
Whew. But yeah, working bike
Yep.
that you've also had for a long time, invested a lot of money in, a lot of time, so it's worth it.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I think Eva asked, the 11-year-old going to the friend's birthday party. He had a blast. It was one of those Sky Zone trampoline jumping places, and apparently they had the slot for 2 hours, and apparently he jumped for a solid 2 hours and then was sore for about 3 days. He kept going, Mom, my legs hurt. I'm like, baby, you jumped for 2 solid hours. Yes, that's what
Right.
happens. That's what happens. Your legs hurt.
Right.
He had 5th grade graduation today. There's lots of downers to, the plague, but one of the ones I'm feeling the most is that you don't get to go to the school for things like that. So there were no, like, little awards assemblies each quarter like you would normally have in an elementary school. They did stuff in the classroom, and he would come home with certificates, but there was, no sitting there taking pictures and then sharing them with the family kind of thing. And today was 5th grade graduation, and they didn't allow parents in for that either. But the whole thing was, you have to dress your best. Well, this child is a Florida child through and through. That child does not even have fancy clothes because we don't go no damn where. So I went to Target and I got him some, like, shorts made of the chino material, but they were gray because that's more his style, and like a polo shirt. And it was really cute. A 15-year-old actually helped me. I was like, what do you think of these colors together? And he went, yeah, that'll work. And he was the 11-year-old was annoyed with me for buying him a special outfit. He was like, I could just wear my regular clothes. I'm like, dude, it's 5th grade graduation. No, we're going to look cute. You're not going to be like the only one who looks like their mother does not care about them, which is how he typically looks, because y'all should have seen his hair until we finally got it cut. It looked like nobody cared about him. So, like, go with your shiny new clothes, okay?
Yeah.
But then he was like, he felt good, and he's like, I look good. And I was told I look good. I'm like, maybe you do look good. So yeah, he's officially done with 5th grade.
It's not like a high school graduation.
The end of elementary school.
It's the end of elementary school.
To middle school. I don't know what
they're transitioning to middle school,
which is a whole different ballpark.
You know, it's not like the parents are there and the kids walk or anything.
They would.
Well, sometimes the parents can
I went to a pre-K graduation for the 15-year-old, and they walked, and they wore the little caps and gowns. And I stood there thinking, oh, my baby, who was the 4-year-old at the time, while the 0-year-old was literally on my hip. Okay, I was like, oh, he's so precious. But I was also like, why are these small children in caps and gowns? And why are all of these parents holding bouquets of flowers and bundles of balloons for the 4-year-old who learned how to finger paint and spent 3 hours a day at this place for one school year? And none of us paid for it. It's like, if we paid for it, we go into that party because we paid good money for that.
Mm-hmm.
It was sweet and it's cute, and I love the pictures. And, you know, of course I did when the 15-year-old was the 4-year-old and graduating from pre-K, I was like, oh, this is so precious. But also, yes, but there's normally a graduation at 5th grade. There will be a graduation at 8th grade. That's when they go from middle school to high school. And then the real one is the high school.
In 12th grade, senior year.
Yeah. But I mostly just want to... I'm not that... I know none of y'all are shocked by this. I'm not an involved mom. I'm never going to be a class mom. I'm not chaperoning shit. I'm not joining the PTA. If they would just let me write a check instead of making me sell shit to our family members, I would probably do that. I can't right now, but I would, right? Like, I want to be involved with my kid, right? And so the things I do like are the times where, like, come to the mom and kid blah-de-blah and the dad and kid blah-de-blah, or come to the assembly. I'm like, yes, I want to go to that. And then afterwards, I'll walk up to my baby and I'll go, can I get a picture to send to your grandma? And I'll get that snarky look, but I'll get the picture and I'll get to hug them. And then I go away. I'm not that mom that wants to have lunch with her kids at the school. You can't this year, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm just not that mom, but I want the assembly. Like, let me see my kid get an award. Even if it's just look, you showed up most of the days, or that's fine. Participation awards are fine for me. So I'm not sad about it, but it's sort of like oh. But I have also seen 5th grade graduation wear cap and gown. When I graduated 8th grade, 20 plus years ago, 25? No, almost 30 years ago. Oh God, I'm old. I believe we wore a cap and gown too, because this is ridiculous.
And Fairy Amberelle, my first bike was a Honda Rebel. Loved that bike. I used to tool all around town with that. That was a nice little bike.
So, talking about junior high and all that, when I lived in Florida as a kid, because I moved to Mississippi when I was in high school. So it was elementary school, and then I went to a senior high school. We were 6th grade. Yeah, 6th grade through senior year. The middle schoolers, 6th, 7th, and 8th were off to another side. Like, we didn't mingle with the big kids unless you're in really advanced classes or something. Between my 7th and 8th grade year, they split that up, and they actually stopped it being a senior high and made a separate middle school. And then the high school was separate, like completely different campus. So my 8th grade year, I graduated from the middle school, the very first year of middle school. Then went to 9th grade back at the high school where I had spent the first 2 years of senior high. Moved after 9th grade. Weirdly, my legacy of school prior to college is kind of weird, because in 10th grade, I was at a high school that was 2 cities combined. We were 2 small cities combined into one high school. And my junior year, they separated the 2 high schools, and my town got its own campus. And my senior year was the first year on that campus. And I was like, this is like 8th grade, but also a little bit better because I'm a senior and it's just different. So, yeah. I I know, Tayshia, I know I'm not old, but every time I start doing the math about how many years ago something was, and I'm getting into multiple decades, I'm like,
Y'all don't want to know when I graduated.
and I did graduate in
school.
'98, so I'm only 6 years behind you, Tayshia. So, yeah, no, it's when I start doing that math of when did I do that thing I'm remembering? That's okay. The kids don't think about my birth year very often. They know that I'm 41 turning 42 because, hello, I'm turning the meaning of life. I will be the meaning of life this year. But, so we all find that humorous. Or maybe only me. I don't know. But every time they see my birth year and they see 1979, which, like, compared to you, that's there's a big gap. Yours is 1961. But when they see mine, they're like, Mom, that's so long ago. And I'm like, you shut up. You shut up right now. It's not that long ago. So.
All these people graduate in 90 and 92, 2000.
I graduated college in 2002.
Bunch of youngins.
Well, yeah. Oh my God, okay, I did not tell you this, but I'll tell you this here because it's harmless because I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
So I am used to randos on the internet, emailing, DMing, or whatevering, acting like there's something that they could even talk to me about when they clearly don't know me. Like, that's just like being on the internet today. Okay, so apparently somebody has slid into my Twitter DMs, and I got the email notification, so the only reason I know. And the picture of the profile is of an older gentleman. Now, age is indeterminate because not everybody ages the same way. And so I would say easily his 60s, but I could be wrong. He could have just lived a rough life, you know. He could be older than that. I don't know, but he's clearly an older man. And for whatever reason, his opening line in Twitter DM is, ironically, I bet you'd never go for an older man, would you? I'm not going to answer, but in my mind, I was like, if I was the type of person who like came back at these things, I'd be like, no, clearly not. The 60-year-old in my bed is just, you know, no, I wouldn't. Sorry, you're out of fucking luck. But also, I'm like, wow, how to prove that you actually have no clue who I am in 3 easy steps. See the profile, open the DM, send the DM. Done! You've just shown you have no concept of who I am. Okay,
Yeah.
it's great. So, yeah, I did hear about it was a teacher on Twitter or somebody who was talking about their students had written a paper about the late 1900s, and I was like, no, we're not going to refer to it as the late 1900s.
Right.
No, we only get to do that to the 1800s. What the fuck?
And V, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Oh, gosh. Oh, that's awful. I'm sorry, V. Yeah, X, that was what I was thinking. Oh, and the same day, I got an email, not a DM notification, but an actual email from somebody I didn't recognize. Nothing new there. And they always give themselves away that they don't have a fucking clue who I am there either, because they just say hi as if they can't figure out my name when everything just says Kayla Lords. Like, even the website URL is Kayla Lords. Like, if you can't figure out which one is the first name, I mean, I'll forgive you if you just said Lords. Like, I'd be like, okay, that's weird, but okay. And that one was, hi. Are you interested in polyplay? I deleted that one too. I don't have fucking time for that shit. But I was like, all in the same time, it was all coming at me from all sides.
All
it was like,
one time.
what's wrong with y'all?
Oh, jeez.
But so, let's see, what else? What else?
You've been doing stitching this week.
I've been doing quilting too. I got frustrated with my sewing machine, my thread, my fabric, myself. And I put the sewing machine away. I got one thing done. I went, okay, I'm done for a couple days. Stitching, I almost got frustrated, but I was mostly just, it's because I need new glasses, which mine are on the way. Zenny order has been processed, has been manufactured. We're just waiting on a tracking number to show that it's been shipped. And so that was giving me a little bit of a headache.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have lived my best. What if I actually ever retire? What even is that? I've lived that best life this week. I've read lots of books.
Yeah.
And not just the Kinky Book Club book, which I did actually finish this week. I did some sewing. I did some nothing. I just sometimes would just sit there, just staring out the window. It was delightful. And then I went on adventures with you.
Yeah. I mean, I did work kind of sort of this week,
Yeah,
but
you did
not
light stuff.
not in the normal way I generally work, and we spent some time together, did some stuff. You were actually in the shop with me today.
I was. I love that.
Yeah.
I was shop elf, and we played with resin.
Did some resiny stuff.
We did some resiny stuff, and we, by pure accident, but I will remember what we did. I'm a person who loves a pattern, and I use the same pattern with all the pigments. We made this beautiful emerald green. It's a deep emerald. It's not a bright. I wouldn't classify it as a bright emerald green, but it's an emerald green with silver sparkle in it. I was like, yeah, if you're comfortable, it's show and tell. If you are unaware, we're playing with resin for the shop, JB shop, thekinkery.com, which I've also been made aware of. Other people have used that name in other iterations, not for a website, and it doesn't have a good reputation. So had somebody apologize to me for that, and I was like, we're totally different things, so I guess it'll be okay. Okay, go ahead. Show. I'm so impressed. You might have to do your hand behind it. I'll get my head out of the shot. Focus! Focus. Your head's too much in the shot. You gotta go closer. There you go. I wonder if it can't focus because of the sparkle.
Oh.
Try the other way. Do you think the other way? I want to show y'all this. Do you want me to try?
Yeah, you try. I can't seem to get it.
Hell, I can't even get up to with our new setup. Can I get to the camera lens? I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, so there it is, and get your head out of the.
There we go.
There we go.
You
I've
got the magic
touch.
Yeah.
So that's one side, and that's the real sparkly side. So these are not quite finished curing, even though they're pretty hard, and they still have to be finished off a little bit. They don't even have a keychain ring on them. But there's gonna be keychain sets. So yeah, we and then we sat down. Because I like having all the colors of the rainbow, because then I have more choices. We sat down, we ordered some more pigments, because we have some colors. We can do some really pretty stuff, but it's no, I want to do all the colors of the rainbow. Yes, Pat Girl,
yes,
she
does. Yep.
Yeah, she's such a loud snorer.
We hear her at night in our bedroom sometimes.
Well, especially now. So the office part of it at least used to be like a patio. And so they enclosed it, and it's this massive room, but it means that what used to be an exterior window on our bedroom is now a window into the office, which is really weird. But we're using that to our advantage because the office does not get enough heat or cold air from the central system. And so it gets either really hot or really cold in here, depending on the season. So we've been opening up that window and hoping some of the cold air from our bedroom, because our bedroom is very cold right now with the AC on, will filter in. So it means when we lay our heads down at night and Lola's in her crate, we get to fall asleep to the sound of her snoring.
Yeah. It's almost kind of ASMR a little bit.
Only to you.
Well, okay.
No, I'm mostly
Here,
oh, my dog's
show
asleep.
this one off.
Oh yeah, I have to do it because I have the magic touch.
Yeah, you have the magic touch.
This is another mold that we got that we're developing. We're gonna make plenty of before we put them on the site. Yes, that would be a paddle keychain. We have to put the little keychain. We have to finish it up too. This was what we thought was a more purple, and it's got a little bit of blue in it, but that's okay.
Actually, now that it's curing, the purple is coming out more.
Yeah. So, and we've got a few styles of those paddle keychains. It's not just that heart one. Yeah, I have been watching videos on the Petri dish stuff. Especially since I have not tried it yet on my own, and resin's kind of expensive to be messing with like that and screwing things up. Most of the things I've seen where people do it have been on larger things, and these keychains are kind of small. I am probably going to practice on something larger, like a resin paddle, before I try on something really small and delicate. We have not gotten alcohol inks yet, but that is part of our plan as well. So the whole thing is, if resin is as fun to customers as it is to us, and people actually respond to it and buy it, then yeah, we're gonna kind of let our creative side just take over. We'll have like some basic resin paddle shapes, sizes, because of what fits in our pressure pot. And then the fun part will be what we do to them to give them color and designs and whatever else. But yes, we are starting very basic. One, I have to learn how to do resin. I've never done it. You've always done it.
I've always done it when I made pen blanks, yeah.
And I prefer to start with a basic concept of, here's a keychain in a sparkly, like, one-tone color. Does anybody even want that? And then we can spend the time. We know we want to do some swirls. I have a feeling that glitter will probably always feature. We tried to make some keychains that were really pretty, in colors with lots of depth to them, like really nice colors, but with no shine or sparkle. They came out really flat. We were like, well, they're pretty, but they're missing a little something. The something was glitter, y'all.
Yeah.
So we've got a bunch of glitters coming to us that I think will be really nice. But yeah, we want to do multicolor swirls. I want to do the alcohol inks. I want to do some maybe some. You want to do like the river table kind of look with some wood and resin combo.
Yes. Yep.
So there's lots we want to do, but it's like we're starting at, let's just make some of a pretty color, one color. So yes, we did get some hollow glitter. We got some regular glitter and hollow glitter. You know what's funny, Tayshu? The moment I started watching the videos, I finally looked down and went, oh my God, it was made with that. I know what kind of klutz I am, though. I don't know that I would trust myself to do anything this small. Not right away. Not right away at all. Y'all, he let me pour the resin into the mold today, and I was like, oh, Lord, I'm shaking like a 90-year-old here. Today,
I pretty much let her do it all.
Yeah, I want to get more comfortable. And I want to start on bigger things before I go down to smaller things. But yeah, I did, after I'd watched a couple of videos, I was like, wait a minute.
The only thing I did really, I just kind of stood over her and watched.
And you were there when I was like, okay, let me confirm. Is this the next step in this process? I love mixing the colors, because you had gone to a virtual summit where part of what they talked about was resin and gotten some really good tricks. Yeah. And so we were combining colors just to add more depth to the color. And I was like, I just want to stir this forever. But that was fun. And yeah, then I was frustrated because we just didn't have enough color to be able to do that with. We have fixed that now. It's on its way. Yep. But yeah, what I'm hoping for is that we can get these things started, and then up to the holidays spend plenty of time experimenting with the different ways of playing with pigmentation and resin. I still have some things I want to do with the unicorn spit. I just need some paddles to do it on. And then for the holidays, we can be like, look, it's like super, super fun and colorful. So.
Hey, Brady Ann. Welcome.
Hi, Brady Ann. So yeah,
we've been playing with that. Pretty much the only thing I did helping you today was
you worked the pressure pot.
I worked the pressure pot. Yeah.
I think that'll be your job for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jenny, we definitely want to do series of all the different pride flags. I don't know that it's going to be this year. Like, my technique is just not good enough yet. But also, and I have some thoughts. I'm going to experiment. I've got some things I want to do. I need some scrap wood to experiment. I'm not wasting a good paddle on me going, I wonder what happens when I finger paint. Yeah, that would definitely be. Also, I would want to have pride flag paddles all year round. and not just for June. Like, who needs that? You should be able to buy it whenever the hell you want. But I got to practice first. And that's been the hard part, is having the time to practice. So.
But,
yeah, and Tayshu, when you find good YouTube tutorials, they're amazing. I found several different people, and they've got some really cool techniques that they're using, and I'm like, I want to try that. And JB's like, look, can you learn how to just mix one color first? And I went, okay.
yeah.
So, but the one colors we're mixing are like really pretty. I want to have the whole damn rainbow. That's what I want.
I mean, the whole thing of mixing the pigment with the mica is amazing.
Yeah, there's some really cool stuff out there. I know, and I'm already thinking ahead, like, to other things that we can do, and I'm trying to think long term. So it's fun.
Yep.
It's not up on the site yet, but hopefully soon.
Right.
I think what we're gonna do, because they're real easy to make and they don't take that long. It's just a matter of having the colors. So I think what we're gonna do is, when these colors come in, make a few more sets and a few more colors, then have several colors to get up at one time, and then pop those up too. And what I like about the keychain, no, they're all keychains. The ones that are matching sets, like, they're great for couples and you can like split it up, but you're not actively advertising anything. The paddles, you're totally advertising something, and I think that's fine too. But yeah, I liked that. I was like, ooh, let us pervert this silicone mold I found on Amazon.
Actually, I did see it, Path Girl, and I'm glad that you enjoyed it.
Oh, I missed it.
About the purple pounder.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You might, because of the field trip we went on this week, you might be able to bring the purple pounder back at some point.
Yes. Or and possibly in different iterations, different woods. We went on a field trip to a sawmill, found a local sawmill here in town. I was getting a little frustrated with both the prices of wood.
Oh my God.
And how the price has gone up and the quality has gone down.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
when I can see that a board is curved from across, like, 6 feet away, and I have really bad depth perception, and I was like, I don't think that's a straight board, Daddy.
when you have to go through a dozen boards
to find
one board that isn't warped, there's a problem.
And for the price you were paying for it, like, it had doubled for us.
Right.
And that was at a big box store where they're going to pass their costs on to customers, of course, and they're going to increase their costs whenever they can, but even, I think they had increased as much as they probably felt comfortable increasing. And it was still lower than some other places, but it's still ridiculous.
Right. And after much discussion back and forth between the two of us, found a local sawmill in the area.
Run by a dude who's been running sawmills in different states, but, like, easily my lifetime?
Yeah.
He's been doing this forever.
And I gave him a call, and we went out there, and it was amazing. I mean, you know, he didn't just have a sawmill. Talking with the guy, he knew his stuff.
He knew his wood.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. He knew how to pick out, like, to look at a trunk and go, yeah, that's some good wood. He was talking about how he planed it. He was talking about how he got the best cuts out of it. And then the prices he was offering were, like, pennies on the dollar compared to, like, a big box place or a big lumber yard, or, you know, one of the big names, one of the corporations. And he actually said, I make sure that my prices are lower than that. I mean, we walked in with a budget because we sort of knew instinctively this guy didn't take credit cards. So we walked in with $100 cash, and we're like, okay, this is what we're allowed to spend this time. And if we like it, if we even buy that much, we weren't sure what we were going to see, then we set our budget, you know, for whatever next time, we planned for it. Oh my God, if we could have, I think we would have spent a few $100s. Thank God we had a budget. Thank God he didn't take credit card yet. Because, I mean, you walked out with different types of wood, and the mental calculation I did on that wood, for $100, you will easily get just from that one box alone, we know it's like 50, probably 100 items.
Yeah.
Like good
And I mean,
quality wood.
I walked
y'all.
away. I got a beautiful piece of cherry,
I know, I picked that one out.
Yep.
It's beautiful wood,
some sweet gum.
which I'd never seen before, and it was really pretty.
It's pretty. I've turned sweet gum before. It's a very nice wood.
And it got us thinking about doing really creative things with wooden paddles. And I guess that river
Yeah.
pour you were talking about. Yeah, it's really exciting.
And what else did I get? Black walnut.
Tons of he was practically handing it to you, like, take this for free, take this
love
for free.
black walnut.
It's very dark.
And he had some beautiful cuts of black walnut. Got that. Some curly maple.
Yeah.
Curly maple. Beautiful, beautiful stuff.
Big pieces too.
Big pieces.
Big pieces. And one big piece, like giant, like 8 feet tall piece, was about, for those kinds of woods, was about what we would pay for like 2 teeny tiny boards from Lowe's.
Yeah.
Like, it was crazy. It was amazing. Because that was our big fear. We're like, if wood prices keep going up, we have to raise prices on certain things that we don't want to raise prices on. We keep, like, our oak paddles, we know that from a sort of an impact player, like, person who collects paddles, those are kind of, quote, basic paddles, but they're affordable paddles, and we want them to be affordable. But red oak, the way we were getting it, was not affordable.
No.
So yeah, this allows us, and it allows us to try a lot more things,
Right.
which is so cool.
And X, you're right. It from looking at what the stores have been putting out, yeah, I don't think they've been drying it properly. Whether they put it in a kiln or how they do it, and it's just been getting horrible, just absolutely horrible.
So the reason we're saying maybe the Purple Pounder can come back is because he had all kinds of woods.
Yes.
He had exotic woods, and he had a section for Purple Heart. Now, Purple Heart is automatically more expensive because it's an exotic wood, right? And he had a piece that on the not exotic wood, like your basic woods, we could get for $25, $30. And then the Purple Heart was like $60, $75, but it was a big piece. And I was like, okay, we need more Purple Heart in our lives. We're going to have to budget for this. I don't know when we can get it. But we can buy, literally, from our perspective, it's not true bulk, but it's like we can buy Purple Heart in bulk. I mean,
Yeah.
we have to do this because Purple Heart is, of our exotic woods, is our most
One
popular
of the most popular, yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah, and he had all the woods that we know we like, which that was cool. And then he had some woods I hadn't even thought about before. Like, he had tons of magnolia.
Yes.
Tons of magnolia. Yeah, some really cool. And so this...
He had some pecan that was getting ready to go in the kiln.
Yeah, wasn't ready to buy yet.
Yeah.
So I was asked to go the first time on a field trip. It was a business trip. We should have done the mileage on that. And also, you know that I think, on my mind, I go to what's our per unit price? How many pieces are you going to potentially get out of this piece of wood? And I'm breaking it down, and that's just how I look at it. You look at it that way, but you have to you have to work a little bit to get there. And I'm like automatically looking at it like that. So he's like, you have to go with me, make sure that this really is as good of a thing as it might appear to be. And I'm like, okay. So I was like, we get there, and the guy is very nice. We introduced ourselves as making charcuterie boards and serving boards because he's a wood guy. He was totally going to ask what we were making, and I was like, let's just have our story straight before we get there. But charcuterie boards, people are doing really interesting things with those, and he was like showing us wood that people who actually make charcuterie boards would want.
We're
and we
using,
were like, oh yeah, that's nice. So we pivoted to something else. This man was very nice. He was a very, very nice man.
Yeah.
He was also clearly an extrovert who really enjoyed the company, and we talked to that nice man for an hour and a half about wood and his life, because as happens with any introvert, but God, get 2 introverts together who are pretty good listeners, people will just tell you shit about their life. I know how much he paid for his first plane. I know how much when he wanted to be a commercial pilot. I know how much he paid for was gonna pay for the last plane he almost bought. I know things about this man's life that I hope his wife knows. Like, if you are an introvert who's ever had that experience, you know what I'm talking about. A rando person just walks up to you and tells you their whole life story, and you're like, why? Why me? Why now?
Why ask why?
Why you? Who the fuck are you? He was a very nice man.
Yeah.
An hour and a half we talked about. He talked. We tried. You tried for about 10 minutes to talk about what you liked about Black Walnut and could not get that. So
he was a talker.
And he was very sweet. And he
but
threw in
he
a ton of wood for free at the end. And I was like, wow, we really got a deal. And when we pulled away, I was like, yes, this is the place to get wood. I'm very excited for you. Also, you can now go on your own. Have fun. You spend 2 or 3 hours talking about wood with this man. I don't care. I'm going to stay at home next time.
Yeah. No, but it was a fun morning. Really cool stuff. He took me around his shop, showed me all his tools.
Typical wood guys getting together. I've never seen you be in person at somebody's shop and them not immediately go, let me walk you around and show you all my toys.
Right,
And I just sort of hang back and I'm like, okay, you know, I'm the lady with the money. Just remember I'm here because you're going to need me in a minute.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I hope your headache goes away.
Yeah, Ambro. Have a good night.
Good night.
So,
yeah,
but
we've
got a guy now.
So Wednesday morning, I spent the morning cutting up wood.
No, that was actually Thursday morning.
Thursday morning?
Because we went Wednesday.
Okay.
We were supposed to go Tuesday.
Right, that's right.
And Tuesday was the day you let me spend way too much money at a quilt shop.
That's right. We went to the quilt shop.
Way too much money. I did not plan to spend that much money. I spent it, though.
Yeah.
I'm set for any quilting I want to do through the summer, though. Like, I'm legit set. The only thing I'll need is batting. And I actually know where I can get some at a good price online. So.
But even that was fun, too. I was in there looking around, seeing if there's anything I could turn into a convertible.
Well, of course you were. Where did we go before that? Oh, we went to Rural King.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because of the new guidelines, and I get it, you know, a lot of stores were like, masks are optional, and we're like, we have unvaccinated children at home. They are not optional in our house, so we pop our mask on. And then, of course, there were some of the few masked people in the store, and we're wandering, and we got something for Lola. We get some for JB. We get some more for JB. And I wandered over to their graphic tee section. I was like, I got a shirt.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, okay, I will follow you, and I will not ask when we're leaving this
night, Maddie.
But can we go to the quilt store? And so then you didn't ask when we were leaving. When I got to you actually carried all my bolts of fabric to the cutting board for me. And
the ladies in there were impressed.
They were very impressed. You were very. You helped me match some fabric. I was like, "Do you like how this one looks with this or this one looks?" The 11-year-old picked out this really cool catacorn fabric. If you're not sure what catacorn is, it's a cat and a unicorn combined. A catacorn. And so I needed some other fabrics to go with it for this pattern I've got. And had to find the perfect ones, and they had to be colors he actually likes. And he does not like yellow, Mom, and he does not like pale baby blue, Mom. But turquoise is fine, and hot pink is always good. So I was like, okay. So yeah, you even helped me pick out fabric.
I did.
But yeah. But that was one of the things I said, okay, I think I can take this week that we're in off. One of the things I want to do is I want to go to the quilt store. And you went, okay, we'll do that. And then you happened to take me to the Keto Bakery. And it was a surprise. It was like, oh, this is so wonderful. And we went and got our eyes checked.
Yeah.
Did we do that this week or was that
the week
last
before?
Week? That was last week. Okay.
Week before.
My eyesight has changed, and I'm this close to needing bifocals, but I maybe get another year before I have to. So I'm gonna eke that out as long as I can.
Yeah.
I still have single vision lenses. Glasses for me are inherently cheap. Like, well, they are not inherently, but you know what I mean. So, but you know something I actually don't. I have what I need for projects, and I have some fat quarters that I use as background colors, but I have a stash now that I've bought all this fucking fabric, but I actually don't. I only have what I need for projects I know I'm going to be working on. I've purposely overestimated what I need so that I will have a stash, and hopefully in colors I like. But yeah, no. I have one Ziploc baggie of scraps from Lola's quilt, my first one that I made, and the 2 cat ones I'm doing, and that's it. It's like this teeny tiny little baggie. that will grow and change.
Oh, of
and
course,
I know
yeah,
it will,
yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, I'm working on it. I am working on a stash. But I also have a teeny tiny little bit of space devoted to quilting. It's literally 1 cart, and so if it can't fit on that cart, I can't have it.
And now you have to share it with one of the cats.
Yes, Ella, like there's where it sits in our dining room, it's right off of this window that faces the backyard and gets really good sunlight, and Ella sits on the cart in a very specific spot to catch the sun, and she will sit on anything I put there and gives me the stink eye if I scoot things around and she can't get to that spot. So, but yeah.
Well, see, the cats have divided windows. Ella guards the dining room window at the back of the house, and Onyx takes the living room window in the front.
No, Ella's in the front.
Well, Ella, yeah,
a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. I have
Right.
had time this week to sit on the couch. She's up there a lot.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. But Onyx is more active at that window. Onyx, oh my God, I'm so glad the lizards are on the outside of the window. So a lizard will sit on the window on the outside, and Onyx will bat at it. I mean, and does not mind that she's clearly not touching it or affecting it, and it'll like crawl down a little bit and she'll move and follow it. And it'll spend 30 minutes doing that, just having a good old time.
Yeah.
Like, well, okay. So, but yeah, so yeah, I've been living my best life this week. That's about it, I think. I don't. We're going to a band banquet, is what they would normally be if this was a normal year, but it's the plague, so we're going to a picnic in the park. They were like, it'll be about an hour. We'll spend an hour just doing the awards and the da-da-da. And then, you can just enjoy the park. And we looked at one another and went, no, we will just leave. It'll be time to go. I told the 15-year-old, I'm like, look, if you want to have plans with your friends, you better arrange that before we're ready to leave. And give me details for me to approve. So, but, yeah. Yeah. I got nothing. I say that a lot.
You do.
But I feel like we just shared our entire past 10 days since the last live stream. Done. We're done. We got nothing. We had seared tuna steak tonight. And we got frozen tuna fillets from like the grocery store. It was really good. I made off the cuff, I just made a little lemon cream sauce that was...
excuse me.
Apparently it's repeating on you. That was yummy, that sauce I made.
It was.
It was keto sauce. Lots of cream. Well, not lots of cream cheese, but cream cheese was totally
So I cooked the tuna steaks.
I cooked the asparagus.
You cooked the asparagus.
Made the sauce.
And I was impressed.
It's our
I got a
date
really nice sear on those.
For a little
fish.
Indoor pan,
Yeah.
We've been trying to be a little bit more adventurous. We tend to get into routines with our food, partly because you for the most part, you can keep it with your grocery budget if you know exactly what you got to buy. But we've cut out, because of the plague, and we're keeping it cut out, date nights out to dinner because of the expense. And so it's like, okay, what can we have that's interesting at home? Tonight was tuna. So, the sauce was really easy. It was a little bit of heavy cream. It was a little bit of butter, a little bit of cream cheese, some lemon juice, garlic powder, salt and pepper. Zhuzhed up in a little pot. Let it come together. It's very yummy. I could have just eaten it right out of the
Yeah.
right out of the
It
pot.
was
It would have
tasty.
been really good.
Was tasty.
It would have been really good, but yeah. So, good night, Liz. We'll be back next week. This coming week. What is time? I don't know. How do we calculate it? I don't know. I don't know. I know what I did to get myself through last week so I could take a full 9 days off.
Yeah.
I worked till midnight on Friday. And thankfully, none of it was on client. Well, some of it was on client work. The first half of my day was on client work. And then I finished up with my stuff the second half of the day. And I was boxing kinkery orders at like 11 o'clock that night.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to get these out so I'm not worried about it on Saturday and I can just sleep in, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So. Oh, we love our smoker tissue. We got ours as a Christmas present a couple years ago.
2 or 3 years, 3 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, love a good smoker.
Yep.
Our next big purchase like that is probably what you said, one more summer out of the grill.
Yeah.
We got to replace that.
Yeah, our gas grill is on its last legs.
We'll nurse it through this season.
And we'll nurse it through the season. And I came across this spring in Lowe's a smoker / grill. Mm-hmm. It's a pellet smoker, and it is just awesome. Mm-hmm. It is just awesome.
The prices for what it is aren't awful, but it's certainly more than
it's a little pricey for us right now. But yeah, it's on our radar. I'll be able to eke another year out of the gas grill at least. It'll get us through this season.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, Eva, I feel you there. I keep telling the kids, I'm like, look, you want to be an adult so bad? Let me tell you what adulthood is like. You have to think of every meal you're going to eat all day long. Yep. What it's going to be, how you're going to obtain it, who's going to make it, probably you.
How it's going to be cooked.
Do you have the ingredients for it? Can you get the ingredients for it? I said every day, for however many meals a day you eat, for the rest of your fucking life. That is adulthood, and it is exhausting. So, yeah, we, my mom is coming the first weekend in. Oh God, I think we'll be rescheduling our Patreon live Q&A for June. My mom will be here that Saturday. Yeah, I'm glad I thought of that. We'll have to work on that next week. If you have any member of our Patreon, yeah, that'll be changing for June. Mom will be in town. But yeah, she's coming to visit and whisking the 11-year-old away with her for big time fun with grandma for the summer. But we already know we're gonna smoke something. I already told them, I'm like, look, we will go out to a restaurant, but only if there's outdoor seating. I'm not taking the boys to a restaurant, blah blah blah. I said we still wear our masks, yada yada. My mom was like, it's fine, I get it, totally get it. I'm like, okay, I'm just letting you know, until we're all vaccinated, this is what I'm doing. So yeah, we're probably gonna do a lot of meals at home. It'll be more economical anyway. When 8 of us go out to eat, first of all, just the seating is a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
And then the cost. So. Oh, I think we talked about this several weeks ago, and I just want to circle back around. We did, in fact, try a pizza bowl.
Yeah.
From the pizza place, and it was fucking delicious. It was delicious. They used it was a paper one, like you can throw away, because it was takeout, but it was basically like a pasta dish kind of size dish, kind of shallow, and it was from the sauce, or from the toppings, up to the cheese on top and sauce and all that. That's what it was. It was literally a pizza, just without the crust at the bottom. And it was so good. It was so good. One pizza bowl really is 2 servings. It's big enough. You're like, that's 2 servings. I was tempted to eat the whole fucking thing. I was really tempted. So. Yeah, Eva, I know. And it's weird. I always say I'm not real sentimental. I don't think about stuff like this, but that was when it hit me that I hadn't seen my mom in a year. And I was like, wow, I haven't seen my mom in a year.
Yep.
That'll be nice to actually see her again.
Yeah.
She might be bringing her dog, Max, the beagle, the 8-month-old beagle, who she's currently crate training right now, because reasons. And then I said, well, we don't mind if you bring a second dog. I said, we can make sure that Max and Lola meet in a safe way. We have a backyard, there's space. It's fine. And I said, we would actually kind of like to see how Lola does with a second dog. But also, I was telling him, I didn't tell my mom this. I'm like, if Lola thrives with a second dog around, we're going to try and convince ourselves we should get a second dog, and we cannot afford a second dog right now. We can barely afford the dog we've got. I was like, I want her, if she needs to bring her dog, bring her dog. Also, I want to see how Lola does with the dog. But also, oh God, please don't anything make me feel like I need to get another dog. Lola has a vet appointment on June 3rd because she gets quarterly allergy assessments, and she's got a semi-annual parasite test. She needs to get her nails clipped, and she's got to get her it's not really an allergy shot, but it's the shot that keeps her from scratching so much. And all of that together is one visit, and I'm like, you'll have to make some more paddles for me. I gotta take the dog to the vet. Oh, gosh. So, but, yeah, time has lost all meaning in the past year. Yeah, year and a half, really, which is, well, not quite 14 months, whatever, but still, from March 2020 to now. So, yeah, Path Girl, we've had not quite that kind of moment, but yeah, we've had a couple of scheduling snafus. So, but, oh my gosh. But, yeah. But that'll be nice to see her.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
Yeah, Path Girl, you're getting a visit from her that weekend. Whoops. Christina, I agree. I don't think we're ever going to go back to whatever that was before.
No.
I was glad to, when I say glad to read it, not that glad that it happened, but glad that it's being acknowledged. I was reading a couple articles about, people transitioning from, okay, now I'm fully vaccinated, now my family's fully vaccinated, CDC says I can take off my mask, and the article is like, not everybody's ready to just take off their mask yet, and it's going to be an adjustment, and there's changes that have just happened a lot in business, especially from this, and they're going to stick around, and it's like, yeah. I actually do, for all that I almost cried the first day I wore a mask because I just didn't like the feeling, I'm like, I feel weird without my mask now. I'm like, what do you mean? I would like to wear my mask, please. Thankfully, we live in a very conservative area, and I see a lot of people still wearing their mask, which makes me feel good. And also, not that it hasn't happened, but I haven't seen anybody like give the evil eye or give shit in a public area to somebody who is wearing a mask. That, I haven't seen that. Doesn't mean it's not happened, but it's not like been obvious to me. So, but no, certain things I don't want to change. Spend more time at home, go out to restaurants a little less, not be in crowds. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. But yeah, silent curbside pickup. I've only used it a couple of times, but I do like having the option. I do like having the option. Oh my God, I have an eyelash that I think I just got, but I think every time I get one eyelash, another one like falls in because I'm digging in my eyeball here. Sorry, y'all. So.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
It's been a nice week. It was kind of weird not doing the podcast live stream this week.
To have plans on a Wednesday was weird. I was like, we're gonna go do something on a Wednesday? What? So.
What was funny was part of our discussion on Wednesday was about different topics and stuff when we came back.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I will feel a lot better about everything once kids are vaccinated. And not just my own. Obviously my own, but not just my own. Yeah. It is a little strange to see some of the guidelines. It's as if children just don't exist. It's like, wait, there's an entire subsection of the population that doesn't even have the opportunity for a vaccine? But everybody go maskless, it'll be fine. I know. It's just, I don't want to get into it because, God, we all know. But, yeah, certain things, you know. I do like the fact that it's the first year and a half you haven't had a sinus infection.
Yeah.
Nobody has had colds.
Nobody's had colds or the flu, and
yeah, so
yeah,
you know, and I don't think masks in general are inherently bad. I mean, good Lord,
no.
You know, there's entire other cultures who are like, actually, when you don't feel good, put a fucking mask on, and I'm like, that makes sense to me now. I get it. Don't breathe your yucky germs all over each other. Okay. Plus masks, if you know, my masks are cute. Like, I feel like a small child. I somehow lost one of my masks in a parking lot, and I still don't know what I did. I think I thought I put it in my pocket or I put it in my purse, and you know how your hand goes down, you think you've gone in, and you're like on the side or whatever, and I think I just dropped it on the ground, and it was a cute one. Very sad about that mask. Oh, God. I have this eyeball. Is it red? This one.
No.
Oh my God. It feels like I've got grains of sand in there. If you're new here, yes, this live stream is just me digging at my eyes and complaining. So.
Yeah, I mean, we've been doing some different things. I mean, like today we went and ate lunch in the park.
Yeah.
And like I told her, I know it'll be too hot soon to keep doing that. We're expecting 100-degree temperatures next week.
Mm-hmm.
And
Florida in summer.
But you know, I was telling Kayla once the weather gets nice, you know, I'd be happy with going back to having a lunch in the park on occasion. Keep the mask and just go braless and pantless. I
mean, that's what I'm doing already.
I like it. I'm
already living that life.
Yeah, I vote yay.
Yeah, no. I'm here for it. Yeah, I tied a lot of my blood pressure concerns. I mean, I'm not on blood pressure medicine yet. I'm trying to keep it that way. At first I was like, oh, maybe it's this, maybe it's that, and I went through the list of all things you're supposed to do, and I was like, oh, stress, and I'm pretty sure it's caffeine, so I've cut caffeine way back. I'm not going without, let's not be crazy, but I have cut it way back. And I'm trying to stress less, and I'm like, you know, maybe I shouldn't work 7 days a week, 12 hours a day at my computer. Maybe that would help my blood pressure. Yeah, so that article that did come out saying that, you know, several 100,000 people had basically died of working too fucking much. That's a very generalized, condensed version of that. I was like, yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
So. Something in my eye.
But I mean, I one of the things I've enjoyed, you know, it's not the same being around people, but it's kind of nice to be able to go to symposiums, workshops without leaving the house.
Yeah, you did that whole pen workshop 3 days.
3 days, and I just sat at my desk.
You took it as seriously as if you were there. You were like, I'm sorry, we normally have plans on a Saturday. I'm going to this workshop.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Yeah. But I got stuff out of it. I mean, you know.
And it's stuff we're using now.
Yeah.
Got, so.
Yeah. It's stuff we're very easily able to implement in the things we're doing now.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to make it to midnight.
I don't know. I'm wondering if my eyes dried out, which they don't normally do. But, they burn. They're scratchy. I mean, it didn't help that I was literally digging it. Like I
Probably
know,
not.
I know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I will potentially be embarking on 2 new things. Well, you have
Oh, okay.
coloring my own hair at home,
Right.
which I'm a little terrified of because I know the reason I have spent years either just not dyeing it or paying somebody to do it is because I know what I've done to bathrooms. I tried to color my own hair. But we're cutting the budget around here, so something's got to go. And also, I'm considering at-home wax. And not the stuff you pop in a microwave and, like, then get a third-degree burn with. Like, I did that many years ago. I've been there, too. So I discovered like Christopher Columbus, okay? It was already there, and I think I'm new to it. Something called mermaid wax. I'm very intrigued by.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't.
You just like the name.
I also like the colors. Her wax comes in different colors. I like it. It's cool. But I don't know who to use to color my hair. Like what company, like that can do the color I like. So I got to go to a store for that and browse the aisles and get overwhelmed. I was getting overwhelmed yesterday about all the choices online about at-home wax. I was like, there's too many fucking choices. I want to use a hard wax. That's why I like mermaid wax. It's a hard wax. We shall see. So, but no, Brady, and I do not have Visine. Also, I am really shit at putting drops in my eyes. I don't like anything that close to my eye. You would probably have to do it for me, just like when I check my blood sugar, he has to do the needle prick for me.
But I do have eye drops if you need. Yes.
I know you do. Acetone. Okay. Yeah, I know a lot of the colors are better than they used to be. I know that, they've made it easier. I know there's so many brands out there. That's where I got super overwhelmed. I was like, it's too many. And I need to go in a store because online I was not seeing my color. And when I was seeing my color, it was professional. And they were like, you need developer, you need that. I was like, I don't, no. Yeah, no, I do not bleach my hair. It looks really cool when I bleach my hair and then put a color on top. Like, it's super cool and vibrant. Ooh, no. No, I will pay somebody else to do that. I just want to put my plummy, eggplanty purple over my brown and my grays and my silver. That's all I want to do. And I want it to be easy. And also, you'll probably have to help me with that, too. We'll play beauty salon. I already told him, I was like, I don't know if I'll be brave enough to do a self-Brazilian, even though I know people who do, including the lady who usually gives me mine. But I was like, I can do my face. But if I do a Brazilian, you're probably going to need to be there, because some angles I'm just not going to be able to get on my own. You seem down for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lynn, I looked at Madison Reed. They have a really cool subscription service. They didn't have my color. They had, like, nice colors, but not colors I want. So. Yeah, and the color I've got, my color fades, but I usually get about 3 or 4 weeks before it really starts to fade. And what I like about whatever brand my stylist uses is that it fades into a more natural color, so I don't look like a crazy person. So, but yeah, I'm sure. See, Path Girl, you want me to talk to people at a Sally Beauty? That's so not gonna happen. I need it to just come in a box. I looked at eSalon. I didn't go all the way through their process to look at their colors. But yeah, there's subscription services now. They'll just send you your color on your schedule, and it is a good price. It's more than you pay for like a box in like the drugstore, of course. But considering what I pay to get my hair done every month, yeah. Also, if I start getting shaggy over the next few weeks, you'll know I have not paid for a haircut yet. So,
be right back. Okay. Excuse me, folks.
No, the brands y'all have thrown out there, most of them I've actually at least heard of. So that helps. I've been getting a little bit of overwhelm kind of easily the past few days. We sat down at some sites that JB uses to buy resin stuff, and he was like, let's buy some pigments. And some online stores are organized really well so you can like narrow it down, But all the stores, the shops he wanted to buy from online had hundreds of products. One place had 1,500 and didn't have them categorized very well. That was awful. And I just looked at all the colors and I immediately got kind of nauseous, and like I could feel the overwhelm just like rise. I went, I can't do this. We need to narrow this down before I look at all this stuff. It is too much. It's just too much. Sometimes there are too many options. So, but, so, I don't know. I just want something simple. I'm kind of glad my hair is short because that makes it easier to, it's really hard to section this. You just kind of put it in. I would love to try overtone, but I don't really, I mean, I know they make purple for brown, but then doesn't look like much. It's like, I don't feel like I did anything. And then they even say overtone isn't guaranteed to like really cover grays. And actually, I don't have that much gray. I actually have more silver, and it all comes in right up here. So, but I feel like I'm not breaking up with my stylist or my wax person. They are both at the same salon. I'm taking a break from them, but I don't feel like I'm cheating on them if I do stuff at home. I would feel like I was cheating on them if I tried to find somebody cheaper, and somebody cheaper would not, like, I've been going to both of these women for 2 years. Yeah, about almost 2 years. And so it's like, I've got the rapport. I can sit down in my stylist chair and be like, look, I want it shorter. Just, I know you won't make me look stupid. And she goes, okay. And we move on. So I'm probably just going to let my hair grow out and go and get a cut like really sporadically. And that's the plan. So, but, yeah. So, yeah, I'm looking into that stuff. Anything else? That's about it. He walked away. I don't know where he went. I don't know when he'll be back. I got nothing interesting. Nothing interesting. I'm actually falling out of the frame. I keep leaning the other way. I'll lean this way since he's gone. See, I'll lean until I'm gone. Tasting. Yes. Ethically non-monogamous. Except I haven't told them yet. So is it ethical? Probably not. It is to me. My hair consents. Does that count? Both the hair I want to dye and the hair I want to rip out by the roots. Yeah, I was watching some videos because I was trying to like get some like reviews of the different waxes, you know, what people like, what people don't. And I was watching people who clearly they're not people who got regular waxes or did, but like maybe that person, whoever was doing their wax, like moved much faster, and they just tortured themselves by like slowly peeling it off. And I'm yelling, I'm watching on my phone these videos, and I'm yelling, rip it off like a Band-Aid. I used to use like the wax strips for like small areas on my face, and I didn't like my face is more sensitive than my vulva, quite frankly. Like, I don't even flinch when I'm doing a Brazilian. I tear stream down my face when I'm getting my face waxed. But even then, I'd just yank that off. But I didn't like the results so much, and then I got 3 boxes in a row of like crappy strips that just wouldn't even stick. It was awful. So, Christina, Lola is in her crate sleeping right now. She stopped snoring, which makes me wonder if she's really sleeping or if she's just laying there. So, but, yeah. Where'd you go? You wandered off.
I'm right back.
Oh, I know what you're doing. So, got anything to add from the peanut gallery over there?
2 peanuts were walking through the park. One was assaulted.
If you could hear that, I'm sorry. Yeah, Faye, back in the day, I used Nair. I gave myself, on 3 different occasions, chemical burns with it. I shouldn't be allowed to use Nair. There came a point where it stopped working in the way I was using it anyway, so I just stopped. But, yeah, I know something. It's always about my crotch. Not even in a sexy way. I mean, that's probably the worst part. It's not sexy to talk about my crotch. It's just like, hi, I have a crotch. It's hairless. That's as scary as that sounds. So... Well, you know, Brady, and I actually, part of what, well, there are several reasons I've hesitated to buy any of these at-home waxing things that I've been looking at. Part of it is I worry I'll spend all this money and then discover I cannot wax myself in the way that I want to wax myself, and I've just spent all this fucking money. So, Brady, and we're not having coffee this late at night in our time zone. No. Yeah, you know, Brady, and you're right. You cannot trust all the things on the internet.
And Abraham Lincoln told me that.
Stop. Look, if you can handle me at this level, you can handle anything else I got to give. You're fine. Because really, no, we could go further down. It can get worse from here. I won't make that promise that this is the bottom. This is not the bottom. We have not reached the bottom yet.
Just skim the surface.
We're still treading water. Oh, yeah. I'm always red after I use Nair. And I only use it, like, waist down. Not that I use it anymore, but oh, yeah. But back in the day when I used it, and I don't know if it still smells like this. It literally smelled like sulfur. I mean, it was this disgusting smell. It could not... I have pretty coarse hair. It could not touch that hair. Like, the hairs would shrivel up. They were clearly dying from the chemical burn I was giving myself.
Oh, no.
They were still there. It's like, oh, well, that'll be sexy when I show up later. We all hear the narrator's voice in our head, right? It was not sexy. Oh, my God. Oh, God. Yeah. No, I actually really enjoy wax. I mean, other than the fact that, yeah, for like a brief second, having the hair pulled out by the roots is painful. You're right. It's kind of, I don't know, when done right, it's relaxing. So, thank you, Susan. Yes, it still smells.
Mm-hmm.
No. Some of the worst vulvar pain of my life has been because of Nair.
Well, back in my 20s, I had a girlfriend who convinced me to shave my chest.
What the fuck was wrong with her? What the fuck was wrong with you? God, the things some guys will do for sex. What's wrong with you? I would totally wax you if you wanted to be waxed.
No.
But then I would be like, okay, we did that for funsies, now grow it the fuck back out.
No, never going there again. That was the worst
Yeah, because you
experience.
shaved it, and so that means when it grew back, it was bristly and was it itchy?
Oh, it itched like a son of a bitch.
Oh, it would be worse if it was a wax, because man, when that shit grows back, you will beg all of the deities you didn't even think you believed in to please make that shit stop. Oh, God. Yeah.
No, it was a horrible experience. I'm surprised I haven't blocked it from my mind, but no, I still remember
just
it.
to protect yourself.
Yeah, right.
What other crazy stuff did you do for sex? Because I know that's what that was for. And things that you feel like you can ethically, morally talk about. Like, I get it. Shit happens, and we're better people now. But what else have you done? Here, we got a discussion.
Oh,
What
God,
else have you...
I don't know.
Oh, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. What have you done? What crazy, stupid, ridiculous thing have you done for sex?
I just told you that's more than enough.
Well, and I won't go into any details because that's not my story to tell, but I do recall you telling me a story, and the part I will say that I just looked at you and went, I'm so glad you're still alive, was you're like, yes, when I met in this dark parking lot behind the dumpster, which at that moment I then relayed my own story of meeting somebody behind a dumpster, but at least it wasn't dark. And I didn't drive to the dumpster, like right there. It was not any better. I did some crazy shit for sex
You want to
too.
know? You want to know what one of the craziest things I've done for sex is?
Okay.
Hopped on my motorcycle and rode from Tampa to Fort Walton.
I know. In 40-degree weather. You know,
Yeah.
that did work out.
Yeah.
I hear they're a cute couple now. Oh my God. Yeah, I know, you poor little popsicle.
Yeah.
I know, what was supposed to be like, what, an 8-hour trip?
Yeah.
Was like, what, a 12-hour?
Yeah.
But
I had to stop and warm up every 10 miles.
I believe I made the arrival worthwhile for you.
You did.
Okay.
You did.
Okay, because didn't I
You
greet
did.
you at the door like barely dressed?
You did.
Yeah. I made it. I made it
Yeah.
okay. I made it okay.
You did.
Yeah. Okay, so crazy shit I've done for sex. Totally gave a blowjob behind a dumpster on my lunch break in high school. 3 blocks away from campus. We didn't even get very far. He wasn't even worth it. They never are. The person that you shaved for, was she worth it?
Thought so at the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But at least you weren't shaving at the time going, this is not fucking worth it, but here I go, I've committed now. Mm-hmm. I think I had gravel in my knees, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing?
You're right, Brady, and yeah, that was a major improvement.
I know. There's no dark parking lots.
Yeah. Yeah.
Path Girl, 440 miles.
Yep.
Not quite the length of the state, because you could have gone further south for a couple of miles, but far enough. Further south than I'd ever been. Yeah, further south than I'd ever been in Florida. Mm-hmm. Other than when I flew through Miami like once. It was like, oh look, there's Miami outside the plane, and that was my
that was
Miami.
it, huh?
So, come on, you got crazy without going into like incriminating details. You got other crazy stories. You told me some shit, man. I still don't know how that you're both alive and not in jail. I was like, I mean, I understand you gotta get your hustle on. You gotta make a buck when you're in your 20s, but what the fuck, man?
I can't talk about any of it. I'm under legal.
The statute of limitations. 40 years ago. Yeah, I think you're good. I think you're good. I think you're okay. I think it's fine. Is that better, Silent Wing?
Right.
Is that more on brand? Have you ever done some sketchy stuff to get some good kink on?
No.
No, I mean,
No.
yeah. I'm a coward. I've got a strong sense of self-preservation, so.
Yeah, no. When it came to kink, no.
Not even early days when you knew you were different, but you hadn't like identified. Okay, I am kinky. I am dom. I am this. I'm that.
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay. What other sketchy shit have you done for what other reasons I haven't named yet? Come on, spill. I don't have any of these stories, y'all. The biggest thing I did that was like questionable was the sheer amount of blowjobs I gave from the age of 17 to the age of like 19. None of them were worth it. I mean, I do have the story of cum in my eye my contact was in, and that was awful. That was awful. If you're like doing a full body shudder and going, no, think about it. It was that times 10. It was bad. But like, that's it. I don't have a life of adventure. Nothing beyond that. So share with the class. Entertain us. I know you got stories. I've seen the picture of you in your fringe vest and your afro and like your belly shirt on and your flat abs and, you know, I've seen the pictures. This is a safe space. You can share. You don't have to share all the details. Of course not. You never do.
It will live out there on YouTube forever and ever.
I know. That's why you don't name names. We certainly don't give dates or locations. But this is, I mean, I know most of your crazy stories are from before everything was being recorded on, like, cameras and parking lots.
And I want to keep it that way. And I am keeping it that way. There is no proof of anything.
So then tell us a story. Make something up. Use your imagination. Nobody will question where the details are coming from. I love you. Hey, there's only one response to that.
I love you too.
Thank you. Jeez. Yeah, that was as raunchy as I could get tonight. Sorry, Al. That's all I got.
Never mind.
Talk about food?
Never mind a spanking, Brady. That's cane worthy.
There's that thing. There's kids in the house. Haha. That's true, Brady. And I forgot you are recorded talking about laser pointer butt plugs. That's true.
Yeah.
It's on the record that exists out there somewhere in the ether. Good night, Eva.
Night, Eva.
No, okay. I have a craving for fried chicken.
You've had one for 2 days.
I want real fried chicken, but I would take Popeyes happily. Which is real fried chicken, but like I still have memories of being a little kid and like homemade fried chicken and made from scratch biscuits.
I have a hankering for bacon and cheese omelet.
I know, and we are more likely to get that because that fits within our plan than I am to get fried chicken, and I am sad. But if the only way you're getting a bacon and cheese omelet now is if I make it for you, and I try omelets, and omelets don't like me. I don't think I have the patience to cook the eggs in such a way and then flip them at the right time and do all the omelette-y part. I mean, yeah, your craving is strong enough. You've been negotiating for when we can go to a diner. Even though none of the diners around us have outdoor seating, it's like, okay, when will the kid be gone who's not vaccinated? And when will the kid be fully vaccinated? Okay, after one kid is gone and the other kid is fully vaccinated, that sliver of time, can I go to a diner and get an omelet? I'm like, yes, you may. So... oh my gosh. So.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I don't know where the fried chicken. I don't have a craving for biscuits, but I know where to get some now at the Keto Bakery.
Yeah.
She does a keto version of the Red Lobster cheddar biscuit thingies, whatever they're called. So I want to try
cheddar
those.
biscuits.
Cheddar biscuits. Also, she does keto bagels.
Yeah.
I want to try that because cream cheese, I can do cream cheese. I'm allowed to do cream cheese. I pay on cream cheese. So, well, X, you know what I mean about that omelette-y part. I can scramble eggs like nobody's business. I can fry eggs, and sometimes, not always, I can flip fried eggs, and they don't have to be sunny side up. They can actually be fried eggs. I cannot do omelets.
I used to be a breakfast cook. I used to do all that. Eggs
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
Well, and for the little bit of time in my life I worked at a Waffle House, I helped with the prep on the line.
Mm-hmm.
They would let me do simple things on the grill, but they didn't really let me do anything complicated. Plus, their omelets, like, they had a technique down where you didn't have to actually... I mean, you did ultimately fold the omelet, but there were multiple parts to it. I can't do that either, but still. Yeah, Path Girl.
Yeah.
And apparently she makes two versions. She makes, like, the standard, and then apparently she makes one that's also got jalapeno in it. And I was like, no, you can keep that. I'll just take the standard. But we did not buy any that day. We bought sweets, and then we shared them, and we, like, strung that out over the whole week. Like, we didn't eat it all in one night. I was very proud of us. So. But.
Yeah, I used to, my very first job was at a place called Bagel Nosh. And basically everything on a bagel. Everything that they served came
On a bagel,
instead
sure.
of bread, it came on a bagel.
Bagels are yummy.
And bagel pizzas, bagel burgers, and breakfast. And I was a dishwasher there.
Mm-hmm.
That was my very first job. And the guy who cooked in the morning, I got friends with him, hung out, and when I wasn't busy, and hung out by the kitchen. I always watched what he would do. He got pissed at the owner and walked out one day, middle of breakfast rush.
That's a bad day.
Yeah. And I was like, I can do this.
And you were the hero.
And I jumped behind the grill and started.
And your theme music played.
Yeah.
And there was a triumphant crescendo
Yeah.
when you flipped that first egg.
Right.
All right. Mm-hmm.
And then I was promoted from
Dishwasher to line
dishwasher
cook.
to line cook.
Yeah, when I worked at Waffle House, a friend of mine who was actually younger than me, we both started working there when we were in high school still. She eventually kind of, sometimes she was a server, but sometimes she was also one of the cooks, and the cooks made more money because they weren't serving, and so they weren't getting tips. And that was, it was hard work during a rush at a freaking Waffle House to cook all that crap. But she loved it. She was like, I want to do a cook today. I want to be a server today. Like when she was working on her schedule, she made better money than I did. Because tips at a Waffle House, it's not a high tipping place normally. So, yeah. But there were certain things I couldn't do. I would prep all the plates. I could lay out the meats on the grill. I could grab stuff. But like the important stuff, I could do the waffles.
Mm-hmm.
Important stuff like the eggs. No, I never mastered those. Mm-mm. No. So.
I had a killer home fry recipe that I used to do I used to go in the morning and just start whipping up the home fries and.
Home fries are yummy.
Yep.
Hash browns. So we did say, because you've told the story a couple times about Mama Donna and the hash brown bowl.
Yeah.
Haven't been to a Waffle House in forever, obviously. When we can go to a Waffle House, I don't care unless we have a doctor's appointment the next day and they're taking blood work. We're getting a hash brown bowl. Waffle House. The 11-year-old, every time we pass a Waffle House on the way to school, after we drop his brother off every morning, and he's like, "Oh, Waffle House, they have chocolate chip waffles. They're real good waffles, Mom." I'm like, "I know. They have chocolate milk there too." I'm like, "Yeah, baby, they do." "Oh, they're so good. We haven't been to a Waffle House in a long time." I'm like, "No." And I finally asked him the other day, I'm like, "Look, after everybody's vaccinated, we all feel okay going into a restaurant together." I said, "You want to go to Waffle House?" "Yeah." I said, "You're going to get a chocolate chip waffle?" "Yeah." "Bacon?" "Mm-hmm." "Chocolate milk?" "Mm-hmm." I was like, okay. My mouth's watering, his mouth's watering. I was like, okay. And he didn't say anything about it again, but we're dreaming for him.
Do you hear the darkness in there?
I do. There is
she's
serious meowing.
Yeah, because she's waiting for her offerings.
I know. She gets a treat at bedtime. Both cats do. Because the reality is if you give Onyx a treat, you have to give Ella a treat, or Ella will try to come steal the treat from Onyx.
Yep.
Onyx will not try to steal Ella's treats.
No.
She just doesn't.
Nope.
Nope. So, yeah, but she's got this really gravelly meow. Like, it's almost like, it's weird because she meows so often now.
Mm-hmm.
You would think, oh, if it's just because she's not used to actually using her voice.
No.
No, it's just gravelly. We go to Zaxby's so often, it's not even exciting
I know.
anymore. It's boring. I remember when Zaxby's, you know what I'd kill for, and don't need anything from this place. But what a burger.
Oh my gosh.
What a burger. I even like their French fries. Do I need them? No. Should
I'd
I have
rather,
them? Probably not.
if I had my druthers, I'd rather it be a Mugshots.
Oh, that's a good little restaurant. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're technically a chain, but I don't think they're that big.
Yeah, we don't have them here in Florida.
No, they have one maybe two in Mississippi, and then I think they go further like up and west.
Okay.
I think. Mugshots. Yeah, they got everything. They've got good wings though. They got good salads, good burgers.
Yeah, I like their burgers.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Bryn, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Whoa. That's some serious eating there.
I know, I think my stomach just started to hurt. Where else have I, like, that I just don't have access to that I'd love to go to? You know, In-N-Out Burger? I've only ever gotten to go there when I've gone to the West Coast. That's been years ago now. And I'm sure my memory does not match reality, but I would kill for an In-N-Out Burger. I never tried their shakes because I don't really do shakes, and I can't now. But their burger was so good. Their fries are pretty good. They're a little shoestring whatevers, if I recall. Yeah. Never tried Jack in the Box though.
We had Jack in the Box when I was a kid. Yeah.
Okay. No, I never did.
Yeah.
Never did them. I remember
had to drive into town for it.
Oh
but...
goodness! I remember when I used to kill for Sonic, and now we're so close to Sonic. I use their app. Which of all the food ordering apps I use, Sonic's is the best. I don't use them all, but of the ones I use, Sonic's is the best. I use Sonic, Zaxby's, Subway. The like Bite Squad when I need to, which is rare these days. Who else? Dunkin', Starbucks, which aren't some food, it's drink, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And Sonic is the best. So, you know, Brady, and you're right. That was like, that was the, I think I'm coming out of frame again. Thanks, Lynn.
Yeah.
That was the thing I noticed when I went to the In-N-Out Burger the couple of times I did get to go. The line was long. The line was very, very long. What else? I've never been to is it White Castle?
What? Oh, White Castle.
Never have been there.
Yeah, all the little. Yeah, they were first one.
I know Crystals is like came after them. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
I liked Crystals back in the day, and then as an adult, I ate Crystals, and I was like, I liked this. Actually, the thing I ended up liking from Crystals more than anything was their breakfast bowl. Grits, sausage patty, cheese, eggs. Oh, it was delicious. And delicious.
What was that burger place that was up where you used to live? It was like a little mom and pop burger place. Burger in a bag?
No, but that was what they served, and I cannot think of the name of it. It was a local joint.
We went there on the motorcycle.
Oh, that was a different place.
Are you sure?
The place I was thinking of was different from what you were thinking of. Both were local places.
Okay.
The place I was thinking of was nearby my old office, and when you ordered your burgers, it came in a brown paper bag, and by the time you got it to like your destination, even like 3 blocks away from
the grease had just soaked through the bag.
Oh, God, it was so fucking good. Oh, it was so good. Let's see. Let's see. What else? This is not fast food, but I kind of miss Krispy Kreme, but I think I miss Krispy Kreme only for the hot and ready, or the hot and fresh and ready. What the hell's that sign? The sign that lets you know the good shit's ready.
That's the donut place.
Yeah, I know it's a donut place.
Oh, okay.
I'm well aware, but it's a place I
Right.
miss. We don't have one right by us. Dunkin' Donuts, their donuts just don't compare to hot and ready, fresh. Krispy Kreme, when they're fresh, off the conveyor. Oh my God, they melt in your mouth. You don't even know you've eaten them, so then you can eat a dozen, and it's too easy. Oh, I love me some Five Guys.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Burger in a bowl.
Oh yeah. Who needs a bun? Just give it to me in a bowl. Give me all the condiments.
Yep.
Where else do I miss that we can't get around here? I'm sure they're in places other than South Mississippi, but there's a chicken place called Cane's. That is so good. Their chicken is like it's chicken tenders mostly, and it's like the perfect amount of crunch. I don't know anything about their sides. I just get their chicken tenders. I know their sweet tea will send you into an insulin shock. I watched them make it one time, and the amount of sugar they put in this tea was criminal.
Bun and burger, I don't know. I don't remember that. Now the one place I do remember as a kid that I kind of miss, it was kind of like what currently the Steak and Shake is, was Friendly's.
We have a Friendly's here.
Do we?
Yeah, it's out on the highway.
No, that's Freddy's.
Oh.
Not Friendly's.
Oh. Is Freddy's trying to be Friendly's?
I don't know how friendly they are. I've never been in there.
Raising Cane's, thank you. Yes, I love them. They're so good. Chicken tenders are good. But you'll get a cavity drinking their sweet tea. Yeah, they're so good. Oh my gosh. Who else? I don't know if...
Carvel ice cream. I think that might have been a New York thing. New York, New Jersey.
Well, I think I have a vague memory of Carvel ice cream, but I think it was as an ice cream cake in the freezer section of a grocery store. That's my experience.
Okay. No, they actually had stores where you can go in and...
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, we're getting a Culver's, which is sad because the thing I loved best about Culver's is the stuff I definitely can't have now.
Yeah, right.
Oh my God, their custard was so good, but...
Yeah, when I moved to Florida, Miss Spock, there was not a Friendly's to be seen down here.
Who else was I thinking of? Oh shit! There was a place I was just thinking of.
Yes, I do remember the TV ads. Oh my gosh.
There was one I was just thinking of, and I have forgotten it. Oh! I don't know if this is a chain or what, but it was a truck stop diner called the Flying J. Does that sound familiar to you? When we were moving from Florida to Mississippi, my dad and my mom worked in Florida for several months before we moved over. And so we traveled to visit her all the time. And there were like 2 or 3 along the interstate between that part of Florida and Mississippi. And they were amazing. And then when I was an adult and could like go if I wanted to, I couldn't find one. They were either all closed or they'd... Oh my God, they were so good.
Okay.
Oh, we have Bluebell. I mean, we have it at the grocery store. Lady Fluffy Cakes, but we definitely...
And Baskin Robbins didn't close. They've kind of merged with Dunkin'.
And I don't know, did Dunkin' buy them? I honestly don't know. But the way we see Baskin Robbins anymore is it's a Dunkin' and a Baskin Robbins.
Dunkin' Robbins.
It is the truck stop. Yes. Oh my God. My first experience with truck stop food was a Flying J. The plate was massive and it was filled with food. Now, this was, of course, 25 years ago. So my dad and I ate each a massive plate of breakfast at like 10 o'clock at night. And I think he paid like $10. It was crazy.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me, folks.
Am I the only one who remembers O'Charlie's? Did you ever go to an O'Charlie's? We had them in Florida, then we had them in Mississippi, and now I've only ever seen them in Mississippi, and there used to be 2 in South Mississippi, and now there's, if it's even still there, there's 1. They had the best yeast rolls. It was like a steak restaurant. Best yeast rolls. Oh my god, they were so good. Oh my gosh. Oh god, those are good yeast rolls. Ryan's, the buffet place.
Oh, I remember Ryan's. I used to eat there.
Do they even exist anymore?
I don't think so.
Oh wow.
There used to be a Robbins in Ryan's in Newport Richey. And oh my gosh, that was back when I had my lawn business. Mm-hmm. And on Friday nights, that was my thing. I would go to Ryan's, and they hated to see me come because
you were just going back, yeah.
Yeah, I had the metabolism from hell back then, and I could eat, and
oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when I was younger, we did O'Charlie's, and I loved it. Oh, I love these rolls. And then after college, not actually just a few years ago, I went back, and it just wasn't as good anymore. It wasn't the same location either, but it wasn't as good anymore.
Uh-oh. Sounds like Brady Ann's gonna have a spanking coming. Good luck and good night.
Oh. Yeah, you should probably do that.
Yeah.
You should probably do that. Yeah. No, we had a Ryan's in the town I lived in, 2 towns. 1 town before I met you.
Okay.
When I was still married the first time. And that was where, if the family came to town, we all just went there because it was just, the kids were only going to eat rolls and chicken nuggets anyway, and then you get them some ice cream, and they were happy. And then, yeah.
Well, that was one of the biggest things I liked about Ryan's. Was they had those big honking yeast rolls.
Yeast rolls too. Those were good too. There was like because they would at one point I know they put them on your table, but then at another point they would actually put them out on the buffet.
Yeah.
And they were gone.
Yep.
Gone.
Yep.
Gone.
And I think that was the first place I ever had cinnamon butter.
Oh, I love cinnamon butter.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Good cinnamon butter, not cinnamon margarine. Like, that's not the same thing. Oh. Who else am I thinking of that we don't have that I miss? I think everything else we have or can get to or we have a good replacement for. I still want fried chicken. I still want fried chicken. Good. Here's the thing. Let me be real about what I want. I want fried chicken skin. I don't even give a fuck about the chicken. Okay. I do not care about the chicken on the inside. I want the fried chicken skin. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. I just want like a basket of fried chicken skin. We get fried chicken. Maybe it's Popeyes. Maybe it's some Lee's. I'm looking at everybody's going, you gonna eat that? You gonna eat that?
I was gonna say, do I need to take you to Lee's this weekend?
You could if you wanted to. I've been asking for 2 days.
Get me some chicken livers
for fried chicken. And I have coupons to Popeyes. Now, should we?
Well, whoop-de-doo for you.
I can get it cheap is my point. I'll give you my biscuit, except you're not eating biscuits.
I'm not eating it.
You're so good.
I don't want your biscuit.
I could be offended, but one would have to have a drive. Yeah, I remember Lady Fluffy Cakes. I remember when I thought KFC was the shit, and then I found out KFC was just shit. It was a very sad day. But Popeyes, yeah, we have a local place here called Lee's, and theirs is pretty good. Popeyes has the better skin. Actually, my favorite chicken place, is Church's. Church's Fried Chicken. That's some good. I'll eat their chicken happily, but. Path Girl, it's been years since I had their grilled chicken, and when I had it, then it was okay. It wasn't enough for me to want to go to KFC, though. So, yeah, I like, for Churches, I like their chicken. Back in the day, I loved their sweet tea, but that was just sugar water. Oh my God. And they did a honey butter you could put on your biscuits.
Honey butter's good too.
Bucket of skins. I'm telling you, I would eat that shit up. I eat it like popcorn. I would. Oh my God, my mouth is watering for it so bad. What I don't understand is why some enterprising restaurant has not started just selling the skins. Because they're making boneless, skinless chicken stuff. We'll take those skins, batter them up, fry them up. I'd pay good money. I'd pay more for a bucket of chicken skins than I would for chicken. I like it that much. Oh God, no, Tasty. I mean, Olive Garden. Look, I like Olive Garden's breadsticks. Okay, not gonna lie, but Bojangles is pretty good as a chicken place. It's not. I've only ever had their chicken tenders. I haven't had their actual fried chicken. The flavor's good, but. No, if I was going to go to a chain for Italian, I would go to Carrabba's.
Yeah.
But now that we've been to purely by accident, because we know we were doing real Italian restaurants run by Italian people. Now, did we get that in our own country? No, but we did have the experience. Now I'm like, oh, that's real Italian.
That food there was absolutely amazing.
I just want to go back to the UK because I can eat their bread products without them.
I know.
Immediately affecting me badly.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. I can eat their pastries. I can eat their bread. I can eat their pasta there.
Yeah. In
a way I cannot eat them here. But now I want Churches and I want fried chicken skins. I almost, but not quite. I have not gone over to the dark side completely. I almost want sweet tea because in my mind.
Yeah.
Fried chicken, biscuits, sweet tea. That's the trifecta right there.
Now, I will admit, while the Italian place we had in the UK was good, the place that I still remember was that tapas restaurant in Camden.
I like tapas.
Yeah.
Tapas is good. Tapas is very good.
Yep. God, I didn't think I would stop eating that night.
Didn't have to. They would have kept serving us. No, I wish we could find a good tapas restaurant around here. Probably we'd have to go over to Orlando.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing that in a plague, so that'll have to wait.
I wonder if they would have one in Gainesville.
They might.
Yeah.
I mean, Gainesville, maybe. You know what I don't think, I have not knowingly ever tried is German food. What German food? Now, I've tried some dishes that are Americanized, bastardized versions of German food, I think. What's good German food?
Trying to remember what my mom used to make. She used to make spätzle.
Have I ever had spätzle? I don't know. Am I even saying that right? I don't know.
Used to have this press, and she'd get the water boiling, and make the dough, and then she'd put the dough in the press, squeeze it down, and they would...
Like an extruder kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it would drop into the water, and then when it floated up, you skimmed it off the top, and you just kept...
Okay.
And then was served over with a hot brown gravy over top. God, I love that. I used to just...
Am I thinking incorrectly or correctly that sour cream is a popular addition to German dishes, certain German dishes? Or am I just making that up in my head?
I honestly don't know.
Night, Lynn.
Night. We actually did not eat a lot of German food growing up. It was mostly Italian.
Right. If you don't know, he's literally half Italian, half German. His dad is German. His mom's Italian. So, but your mom was the one who cooked. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Schnitzel. I've had schnitzel. That's good.
I don't think I've ever had that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh Lord, she's like, oh, you're not gonna close
She's
down
like,
my
you-
crate.
you're-
I'll go sleep on the love seat.
Right.
Girl, are you literally trying to
And now
make it more comfortable?
And now she's trying to arrange the cover. Yeah.
Y'all could see this. I can't really turn the camera, but she's so outside. She would probably dig a little hole in the dirt to find a cool spot and make it comfy and whatever. She's trying to do that with the love seat cover on the love seat with cushions that don't move.
Hi. Yeah, we're watching you. Yeah, we are.
Ooh, sauerkraut. Yeah, I've definitely had sauerkraut. I had a lot of sauerkraut as a kid, and so I didn't think I liked it. And then I had some several years ago as an adult,
And
and I
I
did
want
like
to
it.
say there was it was cooked red cabbage, but it was served hot.
That one does not ring a bell.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
my dad would do a thing where he would cook sauerkraut and sausages, but not like Italian sausages, like another kind of sausage, and boiled potatoes. And this is a man who knew how to make some fucking potatoes, but they would be boiled potatoes. I was always like, oh. Or the other version he would make would not be sauerkraut, it would be cabbage, which I like cabbage. But it would be like boiled up cabbage too. And I was always like, why is everything boiled? Where's the butter?
Now, brats I ate a lot
Oh, okay. The sour cream is Polish and Russian. Okay.
of. Brats ate a lot as a kid. My dad's cousin was a butcher. And he used to make a lot of stuff. You know, he used to make the authentic brats. He used to make bloodwurst and head cheese and all this
I'm
stuff.
still confused by what head cheese actually is.
Yeah, no, you don't want to know. So yeah, the brats, we used to get brats all the time.
Aw, Mr. Schmuck, I'm sorry.
That's
that
sad.
sucks. Aw. Oh, you over there looking at us with your Dobby ears.
Yeah.
We were talking about you. We're done now. But we love you.
Actually, the look is, y'all haven't told me to
She
go.
heard something. Did you see her perk up? She
Yeah.
went, "Whoop," and her ears went, "Whoop." Night, Path Girl.
Night path girl. She's given the look of, well, I'm normally in my crate sleeping at this time and the lights are out, but I'm gonna sit here on the sofa because no one's telling me I shouldn't.
You hadn't locked me in the crate. I'm gonna go where I'm comfy. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I might have been bratwurst sausage. I just remember it being not like the other sausages. Yeah, I read that 35 years ago. I don't remember anymore, or maybe I blocked it out of my memory.
Right.
I have been told many times I don't really want to know what head cheese is, but I'm still very confused by it. So.
Yeah, my dad loved head cheese. He would just eat it like it was going out of style. Nope.
My parents would eat liver and onions. And here's the frustrating thing about liver and onions. I know you like it. I know.
Love it.
When we still lived in the condo, we found a restaurant that served really good
Oh,
liver and
God,
onions. It was the
yeah.
only way you were getting it because I wasn't fucking cooking it. And you're the only one who does eat it.
Yeah.
The really weird thing about that.
There's actually a restaurant here in town that serves it.
Yeah,
I'd
I
like
don't
to
like
try
that.
it.
Oh, it's not one we've been to?
We've been there, but I didn't try it.
Was it?
Wolfie's.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't like it there. I liked
I
it.
didn't like it there. Anyway,
Oh, hole in the wall diner, best place.
yeah, but a little too dark and dingy for my taste. Like, all I could think is, would you turn the lights on, or are you afraid of what I'm about to see up in here? And the food wasn't quite good enough for me to eat in a dark, dingy place. Willingly. No, but the thing about liver and onions that was always so frustrating to me was it smells delicious when it's cooking. I would come out of my bedroom and be like, oh my God, that smells so good. What are we having? And they go, liver and onions. And I go, oh my God, why do you hate me?
Night, Tayshu.
Night, Tayshu. So, but no, yeah, liver and onions is, and then I remember that last time, or that first time you got liver and onions at that one restaurant, I was like, okay, it's been 20 years, let me try it again, maybe my tastes have changed.
No,
they have not. No, they have not. I don't like liver. Yeah. I do not like liver. It is not my jam. Yeah, no, I'm good. We don't have to go. Maybe we don't have to go into what head cheese is.
I told you.
Okay, so my list is I want fried chicken, skins/chicken, however I can fucking get it. Biscuit. I also want donuts, but what I really want, it's not regular donuts, I want Tato nuts. Have you ever had a Tato nut?
No.
It's basically just it's a donut, but it's made with potato flour. Oh my God. There was a place in Pascagoula, Mississippi. I don't know if it's still there. I know it was there when I was a teenager. I think they might have just called it Tato nut. I don't know. And there would be a line around the block to get their donuts. There was another one also, not in Pascagoula, some other small town in that same general area that was like that. And there would be lines around the block to get these donuts. And once they were gone, they were gone.
When we went, what was it, for breakfast? That time in Mississippi, we went to that restaurant that was on the Gulf, on the water.
Oh, in the morning?
In the morning.
Oh,
and they
after we stayed at that hotel? We went straight to McElroy's.
And what was it?
Beignets.
Beignets.
Oh, yes. Beignets. I would take a beignet over any donut ever. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Beignets are delicious.
Oh.
I would also break keto for a beignet.
Yeah. Yeah.
And see, if you have like a fryer or a deep enough pan that you can fry in, you can buy legit. It's the beignet mix they were 20 years ago. We're selling in New Orleans.
Okay.
And make it yourself. They sell in the grocery store in Mississippi. I think they might sell it around here too. But it's just better when somebody else makes it for you and puts the powdered sugar on top.
Yeah. I mean, it was basically a sugar bomb, but
it
was so good.
Cafe du Monde is where my mom and I went, and I had my first beignet. And at the time, they put so much powdered sugar on it, you did not breathe while you took a bite.
Oh, you get
white dust was going everywhere. And we
sugar
didn't drink
nose.
coffee. At the time, I definitely didn't drink coffee. So we got hot chocolate because we were there on like a February day. Oh my God, it was so good. It was so good. It was so good. Now I'm hungry. Officially hungry. But yeah, I still have the craving for fried chicken, is my point. I mean, I'm sure talking about it for the past 20 minutes has been fine for it.
Exasperated the situation.
No,
Yeah,
I'm sure it has not.
Yeah.
Except, now I either want a donut or a beignet. One day, I want to try for real deep dish pizza. Chicago, right?
Yeah.
I remember, yeah.
Yeah.
I have never, talking about the food truck, I've never eaten from a food truck.
What planet are you from?
I don't know, so we probably need to fix that too.
Oh my God, what?
Look, if left to my own devices, I wouldn't leave the house and I'd have all the food brought to me. We know this to be true. And hell, it's a food truck. Couldn't they just drive it to me? Look, let me tell you how sheltered I was. And it was partly sheltering, partly no money, partly access. I've never ordered ice cream from an ice cream truck. I've never had ice cream from an ice cream truck.
What the hell?
I've never. Look.
Who did I marry?
The first 15 years of my life, I lived in the literal woods. The literal woods.
Oh my gosh, we used to have the Good Humor Man that came around. Good Humor Fudgesicles.
Never ordered off of an ice cream truck. It's okay, V. I'm used to there being one conversation in the chat and one conversation between me and JB. It's fine. No, but I didn't have access. If you can't, I had you drive by where I used to live as a little kid, right?
Yeah.
And that road was at least paved now. It was a dirt ass road where all the people who owned homes on that road fought with the county every 6 weeks to get them to come out and grade the road so you can actually get down it without like killing your car. So, no, the Good Humor Man was not driving down my road. The first time I actively like saw an ice cream truck, I was probably 17 or 18. And the first time I actually ever saw anybody buy one, I was a mother and we were at the park and I didn't have any money. The now 15-year-old was like, ice cream. I'm like, sucks to be you, my dude. I don't have any cash. So Lauren, if we're at a club, it's gonna be whatever they have. It's usually cheese, pepperoni, maybe something sweet. Mm-hmm. We try to go to Waffle House when we're done.
Salami,
yeah. At home, we just go to bed.
Pretty much, yeah.
Unless we do midday play and then we go to lunch.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've never eaten from a food truck.
Damn.
And we've got, around here, we've got
we've got a number of food trucks around here, yeah.
Yeah, no, never eaten from one.
A lot of them.
I don't have a thing against them.
A lot of them do barbecue.
I know. I know. No, it's not like I'm like, oh, I can't eat from food. It's not that. It's like I've just never.
I think the first time I ate from a food truck, I was in D.C.
Oh, okay.
And I guess the Washington Mall, where you can like go to the museums and everything. You just walk from one to one to one. And like 11 o'clock in the morning, there's this section of street and nobody's there, no cars, nothing. Mm-hmm. And then about 11 o'clock, this army of food trucks rolled in. And then all of a sudden it's just swarmed with people.
Wow. Yeah. No, there's a sandwich place not near us in town, like on the other side of town, that apparently started out as a food truck and was so popular. He made so much money he could like get a space and have a permanent space. And actually, that's apparently when service and food quality went down. It's better as a food truck.
Okay.
But. No. No, just never did. Would.
Wow.
Pick one. Okay, let's go.
All right, well, we'll have
Will
to
they
do
serve
that.
me fried chicken? I have a craving. Look, I'm somebody who ate fried gator tail off a stick one time. I'm not afraid of most things. I won't eat what I know I don't like, but I'm pretty sure I've eaten in some sketchy places. Both with you and before you.
Yeah.
And I'm here to tell the tale. When I lived outside of Destin, Florida, the Emerald Coast, if you're familiar with Florida at all, beautiful water, beautiful fucking beaches. During the summer, I don't know what it's like now, but several years ago, during the summer months, certain parts of the beach would be just packed with people. And they had a floating, I don't know, I'm sure it was a boat of some sort, but a floating like barge where you could swim up to it. Depending on where it was, you might be able to walk up to it if the water wasn't too deep. Some people boated up to it, and you could buy your beer, you could buy snacks, and it was just like out there in the middle of the water during the day, during peak season. I never ate off that either.
Brilliant idea.
It was a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
was a brilliant idea. Mm-mm. I mean, food trucks make so much sense to me. You can, you know, lower overhead costs. You know, you can move around to where the people are.
Yeah.
I think it's brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Tacos. I would also like some tacos.
I just want some good queso. Just spoon that stuff, right?
Oh, good queso.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. 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 Queso. Actually, what I need to find out is if our froyo place does both dairy-free and sugar-free. Most froyo places will do a dairy-free or a sugar-free. They will not do both a dairy-free and a sugar-free. And if they will, I want some froyo. You know, Lady Fluffy Cakes, there might be a fried chicken food truck. I would totally eat their fried chickens. I bet they would do a bucket of fried chicken skins. How could they not? I just don't know why nobody's come up with that yet. Or if they've come up with it, why it has not gone viral and I don't know about it. And now there's a city I have to go visit so I can go have the fried chicken skins. Bucket of. If you are looking for a new idea to develop into a business, bucket of fried chicken skins. Don't bag it. Don't give it to me overnight. I want fresh. I want greasy. I want crispy. Fuck the chicken. Give me the skins. That could be your motto. You can have it. We're developing business ideas here for anybody who wants to like take it and run with it.
Oh my god.
Just saying. I really want some fried chicken. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, when we can go to Waffle House again, fuck the way we eat. I'm getting a hash brown bowl.
Oh yeah.
With gravy.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
I will regret every life decision I've ever made.
Oh
once
yeah.
I have ingested that, but you know what? I really won't.
I mean, I know I've been eating so low carb. If I were to eat something like that, I'd have a carb hangover the next day.
Yo, yeah. And then I tend to be really hungry after that. Like, I eat a lot more until I get back.
Yeah.
Oh, and we never talked about this, and you and I never talked about it again after you told me. The Doctor Who Build-A-Bear?
Mm-hmm.
I need that. Do you know how long it's been since I had a new stuffy? I mean, we don't have any money for it. But I need you to know I need it. Right, Lady Fluffy Cakes, exactly. Exactly. If you can have fried pork skins, fried chicken skins, there's no excuse. None.
You need to sit down and talk with the folks at Lee's.
No, their chicken's good, but their skin is not as good as other places. I wouldn't want their skins.
Okay.
I need to talk to the people at Popeyes. I mean, or anybody else who's looking for a new business idea. You're welcome. I'm glad I've infected others.
You're spreading the fried chicken love.
I know. And then I gotta go to bed hungry, and then I gotta wake up and be around people I don't know, which means I'm not gonna feel comfortable eating. And I'm pretty sure they were like, yes, give us all the sauce for this food anyway, so I won't want to eat it anyway at the band banquet.
Mm.
Yeah. I just want some fried chicken. It's midnight.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm tired.
Same. Oh yeah, those are the kind of pork chops to get for sure. And then yeah, make sure that the fat on the pork chop is all like crispy. Apologies to any vegans out there. We really are wrapping up. It's midnight.
Yeah.
We have to be up in a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got a busy day tomorrow. Again.
That's what we do. That's who we are.
Yeah.
Also, I'm tired. Also, I still want...
I'll be glad when school's done and there's no more of this end of the year running.
We got 3 more days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and they're done.
Yep.
Oh, I love butter. Butter is so good. Okay, we're going to stop now. Thanks, y'all, for hanging out with us. Those of y'all who made it to the end, thank you, thank you. Even if you're a lurker and never said a word, it's okay. I see you. I am you. I feel you. It's good. We'll be back to our normal streaming schedule next Wednesday.
Yep, this coming Wednesday.
Yeah, so thanks for being here with us, hanging out with us.
Enjoyed your company tonight?
Yeah, glad to be here. We'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.
Night.